You've probably seen the shows where someone buys a beat-up old house, tears out the cabinets, adds a fresh coat of paint, and sells it weeks later for a big profit. But how does house flipping actually work? And more importantly, could you do it? In this video, we're going to walk step by step through the process of flipping houses. Along the way, we'll explore different approaches, talk about common pitfalls, and lay out a strategy that even first-timers can understand. Step 1. Learn the basics. Flipping houses is more than just fixing up a home. It's a real estate investment strategy that involves buying a property, improving it, and selling it for profit. The key is knowing your numbers and minimizing risk. Let's break down a few terms you'll hear a lot in this world and why they matter. When you're deciding whether a house is worth flipping, you start by estimating its ARV, or after repair value. This is what the house should sell for once the renovations are done. It's usually based on comp, short for comparable sales, which are similar homes in the neighborhood that have sold recently. Once you know the ARV, you can work backwards to figure out how much to spend. That means budgeting for the purchase price, repairs, closing costs, and ideally making a solid ROI, or return on investment, the percentage of profit you make after everything is said and done. For example, if you buy a house for $150,000, put $30,000 into renovations, and sell it for $220,000, your ROI is based on the $40,000 profit that you made, not just the final sale price. If this sounds overwhelming, don't worry, you are not alone. The best place to start learning is with resources made by real investors. Books like The Book on Flipping Houses by Jay Scott break it down step by step. You can also find YouTube channels like Meet Kevin and podcasts like Bigger Pockets. These are full of case studies and interviews from people who have done it before. Step 2. Build your team. Next, it's time to assemble your crew. A successful flip isn't a solo mission. It's a team sport. Before you even look at properties, you should start networking with a few key people. Real estate agent who knows the local market can help you spot underpriced homes with high potential. A general contractor or handyman can estimate renovation costs and get the work done on a reliable timeline. A home inspector is necessary to identify hidden issues because not every problem is visible at first glance. And a lender will help you secure financing quickly and efficiently. Many new investors wait until after they've found a property to start building these relationships, but that's actually a mistake. Having a strong network upfront means you can move faster and avoid costly delays later. Reach out to local investor meetups, Facebook groups, or even your local Home Depot bulletin board to find people in your area. Step 3. Secure your financing. So, how do you actually pay for a house flip? There are a few different financing options, each with pros and cons depending on your situation. Traditional mortgages offer low interest rates, but they're slow and often not ideal for distressed properties. Some banks won't lend on homes that need significant repairs. That's where hard money loans come in. These are short-term, higher interest loans specifically for real estate investors. They're usually based on the ARV of the home, not your personal credit score, so they're faster and easier to get, but they do come with higher risk and cost. Then there are private lenders, people like friends, family, or local investors who are willing to finance your project in exchange for a return. This can be a great option if you have strong relationships and a solid plan. Whichever route you take, make sure you account for all your costs. That includes the down payment, closing costs, your rehab budget, which is the amount of money you plan to spend on renovations, and at least 10 to 20% extra for surprise expenses because there are always surprise expenses. Step 4. Find your property. Now comes the hunt for the right property. And this is where your earlier work with a good agent or wholesaler pays off. You're looking for a property that checks a few boxes. It must be priced below market value, located in a desirable neighborhood, and needs mostly cosmetic updates, not major structural work. That last one is key. A home that just needs paint, new flooring, and kitchen upgrades is far safer than one with foundation problems or mold issues. You can find available options through the MLS, foreclosure auctions, or wholesalers who specialize in distressed properties. Once you find a potential flip, it's time to run the numbers. Start with your ARV by looking at recent sales nearby. Then subtract your repair costs, your buying and selling costs, and your desired profit. If the math doesn't work, move on. There are calculators on sites like Bigger Pockets that can help you to estimate all of this. Step 5. Renovate. The renovation phase is where many flippers actually lose money, so strategy matters. The goal isn't to create your dream home, it's to improve the property just enough to appeal to buyers in that neighborhood and earn a strong return. You want to focus on high ROI upgrades. These include kitchen and bathrooms, fresh paint, new flooring, and basic landscaping and curb appeal. Curb appeal is anything that makes the front of the house look nicer. This makes it so that when possible buyers drive by, they are more likely to check out the house because it looks a lot nicer. Avoid luxury finishes or over-personalized touches. A $10,000 marble backsplash might look amazing, but it won't increase your sale price if every other house on the block is basic. Set a clear timeline and stick to it. Time is money, especially if you're paying interest on a loan. Track your expenses carefully using a spreadsheet or project management app. And don't forget to take before and after photos, not just for fun, but to document your progress, protect yourself from disputes, and showcase your work to future partners or buyers. Step 6. Sell and repeat. Once the work is done, it's time to sell, and hopefully profit. You have two main options. Work with a real estate agent who can market and negotiate for you, or sell it FSBO, for sale by owner. If you have some experience and you want to save on commission, FSBO is the way to go. Price your home based on updated comps, not emotion. Even if you love your renovations, the market ultimately decides what it's worth. Staging the home can help buyers visualize the space and lead to faster, higher offers. This doesn't mean you need to hire a designer, but simple furniture, clean rooms, and neutral decor go a long way. After closing, sit down and review the entire process. What went well? What went over budget? What lessons can you carry into your next flip? Document everything so that each flip gets easier and more efficient. Flipping houses can be a profitable and exciting way to build wealth, but it takes planning, patience, and preparation. Start by learning, build the right team, and treat every decision like a business move, not just a design project. Thanks for watching House Flipping for Beginners. You'll find all the resources and sources linked in the video description. Like, share, and comment if you want more videos like this. And until next time, happy flipping.